じよく敵対してんのバカみたい今はまた涙の色はエメラルドブルー宝石みたいに光ってる何もかもを捨てたかった憂鬱なあの日々も騒ぎ始めた胸の中の答えを探す旅に出よう流れ星を追い越してくスピードで
of that, either this video or just that song with a black background.
Yeah, the song won't ever change.
Will never change.
Never.
It'll change in campaign 2.
There you go.
Season 2.
Hello, hello, hello.
Fight the
we
We are
DM.
live.
Fight
Hello.
the DM.
But, that should be a minute because plan on having a bunch of episodes for this campaign. Welcome back, everyone. Episode 34 of Tales of Yuansu.
Let's go.
Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. For everyone in the Midwest, careful out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I'm sure it's hit other places, but that's all I really know about because, I don't really watch TV and stuff. But yeah. We got a full group to we got
Israfil.
is Black coming?
Yeah,
He said he
Israfil will be
was.
Oh,
here.
yeah, he's gonna be late. All right, sweet. So we will have a full party eventually. We left last week off a little bit of a cliffhanger. You guys finally started your travels, and about an hour from shore, you were attacked by thrice water elementals, and they were combined together, and due to the weight of the ship, or the weight, the offset of the weight, the ship began to kind of sink on its edge a little bit, if that's the right verbiage. I'm no ship captain, but after a couple rounds of combat and nothing changing, aside from people taking a decent amount of damage, the weight continued to shift, and the cargo underneath began to slide to the same side, and whoopsie daisy, we capsize. And
Is that the energy for the encounter? Whoopsie daisy.
whoopsie daisy.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what you do with that.
Oh no, my phone's in my pocket. Come on, man.
Speaking of phone in the pocket, a lot of people's belongings aren't on them and are now adrift in the ocean or sinking to the bottom of it. So,
When you say a lot of people, do you just mean one person?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
mainly.
Dang it. I had to make that canon. Fine.
So, as we zoom back in on the setting, Kirameki and Isterville hovering above the ship as it topples over and splashes. Adder, we come to you under the capsized ship as you're coming up for breath and splashing your arms. You see a few. What's your vision actually? Snakes have do they have dark vision? Yeah, they do. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can still make out for the most part. You see, you think you see Faye across from you 30 feet, not belly up, floating. And you see one,
Yeah.
two.
As soon as I see Faye, I yell out to see if she's up. Faye, are you okay? Faye.
And she doesn't
Am
respond.
I- Okay.
Doesn't respond. Oh.
And then shortly thereafter, let's see if it's flipped over. Kind of out from the door comes swimming out. I need to put you on the board actually.
Oh, I'm not even looking at the VTT.
Woo. What you don't see is the water elementals.
Okay. I see Wu. I see Faye. No water elementals. I think I swim towards. I think I swim to Faye. I'm not to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, you make it over to her.
Faye, Faye. Try to shake her, make sure she's breathing. You said she's belly up, face out of the water.
Yeah. What's your perception? You see like a little bit of like just a little bit of like kind of like blood in her hair, like near hers, near like the hairline or her forehead.
Okay. Let me see. But she's unconscious. I get to her. She's unconscious.
Correct.
Not responsive. Hey, Faye. Oh
are
no.
you like doing like a av poo or what are you-
What's av? What is the av poo?
are you
Alert.
checking? Yeah, are you checking like all of her, what she responds to? Are you like giving her a prick or you know what I mean? Like are you going
Yeah.
checking her
Oh,
airway? If she
yeah.
respond to voice,
Yes. Okay.
pain.
Are you doing a medicine check?
Yes.
Yeah.
DCAT BTLS. Yeah. Yep. I am. No, I'm going to, instead of doing that. Oh no. No. Come on. You have to wake up. Have to wake up. And I'll is that, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I will, when I say have to wake up, I don't know if that's linked actually. It might not have rolled on
Yeah.
the thing. It did. Okay. When I say you have to wake up, again, you see his, if anybody was to see, his tongue going purple, and then like the inside of her ear kind of starts turning purple, and I cast healing word on her.
So did you like lick the inside of her ear? Is that what just happened?
Yeah.
No, my words.
Sorry, I just
You licked
all
the
I heard was
inside of
your
her ear with your words.
yeah.
No, I didn't
Parts
lick
tongue in
it.
there, you know. Just
You know what?
I'm sorry. That's all I could picture. Your tongue was purple. Your ear turned purple. I'm like,
Hey, man.
I just think it's the amount of time in the description between the word tongue and the word her ear, my tongue and her ear. That I just think that's where the
Oh,
understand. I think that's where it's coming
Oh.
at. Yeah.
Lord.
okay. Yeah, I can see. You know, trying to backtrack retracing my steps. That's probably yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right off the bat.
you're welcome.
Wake up.
Look, I'm glad you said something. All right, because I thought it was only me. I just was like, it must be me. There's something wrong with me because that's not what he said.
Oh no, I'm sitting here. I'm just waiting on somebody to react. I'm just not gonna do that. Oh gosh, that was funny. Okay. Snake slither in my ear
Yeah.
for healing words.
That shit
Alright.
wake me up too.
Right? So
Well, since
do
he's
I
Bao, he didn't
grasp?
know that.
And
it
the voice
wasn't,
of Val.
Yeah, Adder didn't. He doesn't realize that there's only a verbal component to heal. He
Right.
thought that he
Right.
also had to do a somatic. with his tongue.
Yeah, a material like a somatic component of cringe. You have to. It's like you have. It's not that you have to do something physically. It's that you have to make somebody else do something physically.
That was a mixture of adder and blue bow.
The water like in her hair, like by kind of where the gash is, kind of glows, and you kind of jolt awake as your TBI sealed.
Dang.
Neat.
You got a TBI, dang.
There's a floating, like splintered barrel in the cabin area with you, in this whole area with you. Bow.
Shit.
While this is happening, you feel yourself being pulled. Give me.
Could I do something as it's capsizing? Could I have tried to dive at the elemental?
What do you mean by like dive at it?
So here's the boat. It's here and it's going like this, and I'm like right here, and I'm like, so I just push my feet off the bottom of the boat towards the elemental to dive at it, like my man Goldberg. And
So it's get
Speared his ass.
You're trying to
Yeah.
spear the water elemental.
yeah, you just grab it, yeah, dive into it, at it or whatever, yeah. Like basically, so we're all like capsizing, right? And Bao just slow motion. He's like jumping as the waves are like crashing in and people are like sliding in.
Yeah, man, I suppose.
Now that I had a moment to reflect on what the cinematography element might be, what would be the most epic thing to do in that moment? Oh, not that it would affect. I don't know if that would affect where I'm at currently. That just.
Yeah,
Him
like it was
Bao.
starting off like as an aftermath is what was happening.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah. So I didn't have time to react. Is what
Yeah, you weren't
we're
in the
saying.
opposite corner of the ring, so you didn't really get that full.
I didn't. I wasn't able to
bounce.
bounce. Yeah, I wasn't on the ropes, right? Like no tension.
You didn't
on
do
the
the
ropes.
Waiting
jackhammer
from the
before it?
groggily like stand up, yeah, and turn
Yeah.
around towards you.
Yeah. Ooh, to jackknife.
Too bad
somebody.
you're.
Okay.
Weren't you enraged? Can't you flip the boat?
You get a footing.
It depends on the vibe. So yeah, go ahead and oh, where am I at? What's going on?
Feel yourself being pulled, like by the
Um,
ankle.
Okay.
Hmm.
What do I see around me?
Well, it's very dark. You're underwater. But if because you can't see, you
Mhm.
can feel the direction you're going though. Like you
Gotcha.
feel the water going against your skin. You know what I mean? Like
Gotcha.
the currents per se.
Yeah. So
You're
there was
going down.
So there was in my rage a momentary, the last moments of the boat flipping, me watching my friends, being so enraged I'm kind of unable to. I know Bao wanted to remember kind of where they were relative to him, but he's so enraged it kind of gets lost. And I'm not raging anymore, I'm assuming.
I would say it's not gone quite yet, but I was going to have you do an athletics. Yeah, I mean they're the same thing, I guess. Strength save or an athletics, right?
As I'm being
Your
pulled.
modifiers the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or however you want to react to
Got you.
that.
So I imagine like these last little bits of moments of I see as before the light vanishes and I completely lose orientation, the eddies moving underneath, being pulled in the directions, the familiar feeling of water over your ears, and like the how sound slows down. Ropes and rigging, bit splinters of wood kind of whirling around in the spaces left, as the boat sinks and the water begins to fill up the spaces, disintegrating and ripping apart barrels and boxes in the last rays of light reaching towards me, and in darkness. It's like serene. And I think I will come out of a rage at that point, because it's, because I can't attack this. And then something grabs me and starts to pull me in a direction that I don't really understand, because it's, I feel like it's pulling me this way. I would like to try to grab it. I'd like to get my hand on whatever has me. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay. So what, opposed grapple then?
Okay.
Mm.
I don't know what has me, so.
Better rope a tornado.
So if you don't think for a second Bao wasn't also created after Paul Bunyan, then you fucked up. Has it been past? Was it the first minute? You can't cuss on a YouTube video. Has it been past that first minute?
Oops.
I don't know.
All right. Character sheet. The athletics. No longer raging. That'll be a cool 21.
So it would be opposed athletics.
Thank you, Chadman. I thought it was a beautiful description as well. The music that Etma's playing kind of set the tone for that for me.
Yep, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I was in it. The
24.
No, 21.
Right. The opposed roll was a 24.
No, you meant to say a lower number, I'm pretty sure.
Since you feel like you're trying to grab it, and it's like when you do, you almost magic is a funny thing. And you like almost feel like you're getting your hands on it, and like it's like your hands go through it.
It's like whenever you get trying
Um,
to grab the last cookie, but your hands are too big, so it's like now the jar has you. You know.
But
Mhm.
I will give you an opportunity to try and break free. Still.
Okay.
Like you realize, oh, you're like, oh,
I reach
okay,
down.
this isn't working.
So I've lost the orientation as well of my head and my feet, having bent over to grab, and then now, like rolling, like when you're falling in a dream and you are disoriented, and when you wake up in bed you're lying down, but you were standing, but you were, whatever it was, completely disoriented. What does it feel like that has a hold of me? Does it feel tangible? Does it feel
Like current.
does it feel familiar, like a current?
When you did reach down, you did feel like parts that were kind of like maybe like cold, like frozen, and parts that were like kind of solid, not solid, almost like shards when you went through it. But most of it was
Icy
it's
shards.
like it had a
Oh.
layer or something, and you went through it, and then like your hands just, and then it
Like a membrane.
reformed. Yeah.
Like sticking my hand through a jelly, and then
Something like that.
feeling
Just
a
like
slut, feeling like the icy
Probably the-
slush of a
Probably the
thawing.
closest thing I can relate it to, yeah.
And then feeling like the icy slush of like of a thaw, or for anybody who grew up out in the country, the ice on top of the cooler when you have to go get a beer for your uncle. That's okay. Yeah, I'm inside the thing. I saw this happen to Adder, so I'm inside the thing.
Get out of there, bro.
I don't break free.
Ooh.
Val's not gonna break free.
What'd you roll?
Val,
you
I
didn't.
mean, I didn't roll yet. That's not what I'd like to try to do. Couple things I could do here. I could rage.
What was that?
Reveal.
Was
It's
that
reveal.
life?
What's
You
up,
just-
life?
What up? What up?
Ooh, reverb.
I think with I got it. All right, I think with the kind of ephemeral uncertainty, and we just broke out of combat too, kind of thing. This doesn't feel like a continuation of combat. This feels like another kind of story challenge. Bao's going to he feels like the small stone and the tiny goat statue that like kind of floating around his neck, and he remembers one other precious thing that he keeps on him and not in his things. And he pulls out a small leather kind of pouch and opens it up, and he reaches one of his big fingers inside it, and he slides out a single thin hand-drawn bespoke card. On the back, this is me vamping for you to look, to do the looking, Emma. On the back, simply, designed a kind of splotchy and obviously hand-stained dye, but of royal purple, and thin pinstriping from a fine brush in a gold ink. And as Bao pulls the card out, he flips it over to look at the face of it, and lets it go and lets it kind of float there in front of him. And he grabs onto the small stone given to him. He's like he has 1,000 times before this. We flash back to before he talked to Udon. He grabs the stone and he holds it up to his lips and then his forehead before he walks through the door. We see him about to compete in a contest. We see him out in a field before he's hunting. We see him standing over the pots of food, each camp, that he's made a meal for his friends, touching it to his lips and his forehead in a moment of solace before becoming his boisterous self again. And he grabs that small stone. What happens?
Sent it to you.
What is this card?
And I believe that's my turn. I mean, that's, I guess we'll have to find out next turn. I'd say whatever's about to happen might take a turn. What do you think? I'd like to think about it. If you want me to describe it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay. What is this card?
Send it to you.
Okay.
Or are you asking?
Let me just ask, what is this
I got
card?
you.
Yeah. Bao wonders the same thing, and and as he squints his eyes because he thinks he can see a small pinprick of light. Crashing of waves and chaos above. Who do we go to next?
Damn it. That's cool.
Hirameki, Israfil. As you two hover as this boat capsizes, you do see, based on everyone else's position, you do see, you don't know where anyone is except you know where Bao went under. Because of a little bit of propulsion. No one else did you ever see come out? And I'll say this is within seconds of.
So the ship is still like capsizing, right? Or it's still sinking, even, right?
Well, it's at the moment the boat is just flipped over.
So there's still those the highly churning white kind of bubbles and like certain death if you get inside it.
Slowly. Yeah, you guys look at each other. I imagine with a face of like, oh shit.
They high five. Fucking sick.
All right, let's leave these.
Holy shit, dude! Never seen a boat do that. We're awesome.
do you do?
I guess as the boat capsizes. Fools. What the hell? Do we help them? Or are they on their own? Can you even go in there with that armor?
There's only one way to find out.
How long do those last?
Not
As
very
they,
long.
Damn it. Well, you got a
And-
plan?
As you look
No.
down, like there is plenty of surface area at the moment, like on the belly of the boat.
So it just like tipped over and they fell in and then tipped back.
No, like so it's upside down. So I'm saying you could land on
Oh,
the
the
like
belly. Oh, okay,
bottom
okay,
of the
okay.
boat. Yeah. It is not flipped back, and you're the only person. Like it looks like the boat essentially swallowed everyone except for Bow and the elementals, the big elemental.
Can we see the big elemental?
Not anymore.
So it
With
looked
the-
like Bao and the large elemental sank off of the shipwreck a little farther, but
Yeah.
everyone else seems to have been caught in the flow of the water as the ship was turning over, and they seem to be trapped underneath or within the shipwreck.
Correct.
Yeah, and we were like thrown so many feet kind of like away from that.
Also, I don't know which one has grabbed on to Bow or not, but I did hex it last session, so it should have disadvantage on ability checks made with strength, just for future reference.
Okay.
Okay, I'll drop down and land on one of the portions of the ship and kind of look around to see if I can see anything. I guess specifically at the moment the turtle horses.
You land on the bottom of a sinking capsized ship. When you have the ability to fly, you're so fucking cool, dude.
Like one foot, like the other one, like bent and placed up against my other leg,
yeah,
arms
you
crossed.
slide a little because it's covered in just the stuff that live, barnacles and sea slime. Like,
So they're both struggling, but they are what do you call it? Treading. Kind of on, I guess the northern side, and not too far from where you saw like Bow going down and
About disappear beneath the waves.
right.
How far away is that from me?
Are you on the edge, the center? Where do you think you'd be? I guess more the level part, probably the middle, huh? Probably
Yeah,
like
more than likely.
probably like 60-ish feet away, 70 maybe, give or take. Enough for you to get there because you're Mickey.
Okay, I like the reasoning. Yeah, I will run and leap, fly, whatever I need to do to get back on whichever turtle horse has the crate with the book in it.
Whiskey.
Yeah,
The only
so
one of them has a crate, so.
yeah, I'll
Don't
run and
tell me-
I'll try to leap
don't-
onto the back of Whiskey, and I would like to take the book if I
This
have an action or anything else left. That would be my goal.
this poor turtle horse. Not only did you make it stand up in the bottom of a ship with the crate still on it, you jump on its back while it's swimming for its life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say you could scoop it up, and then, Mr. Phil, what are you doing?
I think as I see Kirmeki jump towards the turtle horses, I'll close up my wings and nosedive into the water, trying to find
Oh,
anyone
Wait,
I can.
You don't. But I bet you absolutely go up a little bit first, right?
Oh, of
Gotta
course,
spin.
as much momentum as possible to go down.
Yeah, and then do
Yeah, in athletics.
like a Marvel comic book hero. Do you
This
sheath
is-
your sword, or do you dive into the ocean and swim with a sword in each hand?
that'd be sick.
Or do you put it in your teeth so you can use your hands?
Dirty 20.
He's not sheathing it, so where are you holding it? How are you holding it?
Tries to part the water with fear.
Ah!
Yeah, due to your like combat swim training, you're not really having too many issues swimming in your armor. It's like fitted just right. You know, the sections are made to where your joints can move, and
What is it? Full plate armor?
No, it's chainmail.
still heavy. But yeah.
Yeah.
Like a shark
Is it the
diving suit?
smoking one?
Yeah.
That one's in his bag on his back.
Yeah.
I love the social implications of that. They're like, yeah, but like he can't get on the boat. Yeah, the epitome of death there. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just go alone, outnumbered with that with you guys, armed to the teeth.
With your vision, as you go under and you look around, you are able to notice some feet, because as you submerge in, you're able to notice some feet to your left and below you. Like as you look straight down, you see it's like beginning to kind of fade into the darkness almost of the like deep blue. I mean, a very large human that you would know that would have to be Bao.
Bao
And
being
it looks like he doesn't look like he's actively trying to swim. Like he's doing something, but you can't really make it out because even though you have dark vision, it's
Beyond.
in the dark ocean of a setting sun and
the shadow of the ship and the wreckage.
Yeah.
And the
this is
I think maybe the making out bits of bow or whatever. I would have missed them in my description, right? So like as it just a foot and then bits of ice kind of like encompassing him when pulling him deeper into the dark. The last moments as he kind of like
I think Israfil is torn between helping his friend Bao or helping the one person who he can't even tell is anyone of importance to him. Um, hmm.
You're torn between helping Bao or helping the one person who's of any importance to you.
That he isn't sure is of any of
Yeah, so
importance,
he
Oh.
but
sees
can see
people's
his
feet kicking. He doesn't know like who's over there,
Mm.
but he knows that's you. So he's like, well, and
How like I'm slipping away into the I'm basically gone, right? And it's like and how far away is he from me, by the way?
Like long enough to not see, right?
Mm-hmm.
well,
Far enough
it's
that it,
dark. It gets dark quick in the
Yeah.
yeah.
ocean. you
Yeah,
know,
it's not
like
it's not the limits of his dark vision, it's the limits of the light,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
As you go down into the ocean. Nobody Google what that depth is.
Nope. Please don't.
Yeah.
Just making it up.
Narrative reasons. Yeah, so I mean, like a distance wise, more than like and then swimming straight down too. You
Yeah.
know, could you even
Yeah,
that's
and he's
the idea.
plunged. Like he's made this observation as he plunged in.
Yeah, but
So,
but
like,
what
he's going at a quick speed. But I would say it's probably.
you slow down.
Um,
you slow down pretty quick when you dive into water.
But even
Go with
still,
Phil.
10, 15 feet down, all the bubbles.
you
coming
could
out
make
your
it.
fins.
I think you could make it to.
There's a potential, right? So there's a
Yeah,
chance.
if you kept going, there's a chance you could
There's a
make
chance.
it to Bow.
There's a chance that you could be lost in the darkness with them.
Well, with you can make it to him with your check you just did.
If you die, to dive even, but you'll be going into the darkness with him, into the unknown as well.
I guess we rush to Bao's rescue.
It's going down for Bow.
All right. Yeah, as you use that momentum to keep plunging yourself, you get closer. Luckily, there's a bit of struggle that didn't keep you, Mao, from like just plummeting. That struggle, caused friction and things. So, but
Yeah.
anyways, as that last bit of light, you're looking back up, and you see like come into view, like fade in, like an outstretched hand, Israfil.
Does Israfil
In reach?
Yeah, within reach. Can he see me?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Oh.
I'll reach my hand up, like an open, outstretched hand like this, and then I'll close my fist, and I'll bump his knuckle. I don't grab his arm. I give him a knuckle bump. Are you looking at the camera live?
Yeah.
Okay. We can't talk underwater.
Israfil, it looks like something's got like the bottom half of his body. And then you're in the light. Okay, you're good. The elemental has the bottom half of his body, and it's trying to pull him down further.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty juicy.
I'll let you guys can. I'll bow. Have you can act.
Okay.
As he approaches.
So I give you a knuckle bump, right?
Just nod.
I will turn, and floating in front of me now more of Bao begins to be illuminated.
Oh, can you give me a Constitution save?
Me?
Hmm.
Yeah. That would be a 24.
Iron lung. This one.
Yeah. Remember how Bao got here? He swam across the sea between the continents already. Like, this is nothing new. All right. So, I'll like turn and look down, and you can see kind of illuminating in between, like around his chest and up towards you. You see all this light, and it begins to, like fireflies, like hot beads of molten iron, leaving sparks. They begin to move kind of outward and around Bao. And he kind of outstretches his arms, and they spiral around his arms. And they begin to, more and more of them, hundreds, thousands even, they're beginning to move around so fast that you're not even seeing individuals of them anymore. Or are you able to see Bao clearly? Translucent, long, sinewy muscles and striations, maybe 2, 3, 4 feet around Bao, begin to accumulate as this, you see claws 5, 6 feet long off the edges of his arms. Fins, like fins and sails of a lizard running down a long tail, finely placed scales. The back, behind the shoulder blades, stretching outward, maybe 30 feet, curled, leathery, and finally, a long neck and gnarled skull in this translucent form of an adult red dragon. Bao kind of floating there with his eyes closed, smiling. He kind of snaps and closes his hands, and as he does, the wings fly upward, and the head like reaches up, almost roaring. And he moves his hands, and the arms of this kind of translucent spirit dragon around him moves as he's in the middle of it. And then I turn back to look at Israfil. And then it looks back towards the elemental. And a bit of the blood that's like on his head, he will write a single druidic symbol kind of on his chest in the blood for the elemental to see. And it's the symbol of the priest or priestess who takes care of your burial and last rites. And then I would like to use
What?
I would like to use stone forming as a bonus action. That was what happened last action when I pulled out the card, guys. I'd like to use stone forming, and solidified crystals. A solidified crystalline structure are what rocks are, right? Minerals that are like, and elements that are solidified in crystalline structures are rocks. So ice are rocks. Ask Hank Green. And I'd like to reach down with the dragon's claw and grab some of the ice from the elemental and turn it into a sword. I'll use this, stone forming as my bonus action. So I make a medium melee weapon of a, I don't know. As it's forming, it gets to about short sword, and I look back at Israfil.
You see a look of panic on his face, wondering what you're doing.
And then I look. Oh, sorry. I make it grow to longsword size.
Great sword.
Great sword. Gotta be a great sword. Gotta be.
I make it into a great sword.
I
Okay. Start warming up the rosin on the.
love that
on
little
the cloth.
It's like a little sword. It feels confused. A little bit bigger sword. It feels intrigued.
bow, and the dragon wink at him. And I would like to. I'd like to use my action to make 2 attacks. Having the dragon illusion swing with me, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how the elemental feels about all this, but I really, really hope it's terrified. I really like a mistake, like it's made a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Oh, the stats and stuff. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. I'll also do. I'll also have the dragon use screech at it and impose itself in this terrifying manner on everything that can see me except Israfil. So
So are you?
The frightening presence
Well, I
ability?
understood. You're basically wearing the dragon as like a Susanoo armor. You know what that is from Naruto?
It's my stand. Isn't that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? You get a stand?
Yeah, but it's a little different from Susanoo.
Oh, okay.
Susanoo encases everybody. Your stand is kind of like behind you, and like you can freely control it.
It's my persona.
You guys freaking nerds all up in here.
Bao stabs himself with the sword, and the dragon now becomes his persona.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay. So can I attack and it use that ability, or I mean it behaves normally, right? So it can use that ability. It just can't do any harm.
Which one? Sorry.
Frightful Presence.
Yeah.
Cool. So everything that can see me except Israfil. Just in case the little one was off in the balcony, thinking he might try to steal off on me. DC 19. Wisdom saving throw.
As like part of its body was like distorted from this magic forming. It's like so you aren't grappled.
Okay.
And as it sees the form take shape, it just begins to try to plummet down.
Okay. I'll take an attack of opportunity then.
Okay. The other one you don't know.
Does it have a face?
See it.
then I will if it
I would say you could make out its face, yeah, for sure.
loosely, then I will loosely
Mhm.
try to cut. I'll use this giant greatsword to attack it loosely over its forehead, eye, and cheek. So that way, if it does come back, if I have made an arch enemy, I'll know it's him.
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11, 16.
Hits.
Nice. What's greatsword damage? 3d6? 2d6?
2d6. Double check though.
What if you have monkey's grip? 11 damage. 11 ice damage, sir.
Mhm.
And I'll cut it over its eye as it's fleeing.
Yeah, you feel it connect.
Nice. I'll use my movement now to start swimming towards the surface, kind of. And I'll stop up at Israfil. And I'll grab Israfil. Are your wings still out?
They're out. They're kind of tucked in behind me right now.
Perfect. I'll point at your wings. Cool. And then I will move. I'll move Israfil with me, and then I'll until we're close to the surface, and I'll wait for Israfil. I guess we're kind of loosely out of turn order or whatever.
Yeah, as you were finishing this, I was about to move
Okay.
to the next
Do you want us to emerge, or do you want us to wait until after?
Yeah, like
This probably
I
took
can
a
finish as you're emerging.
Yeah. I'll leave it up to you whether we emerge before, since it's simultaneous. But Israfil's gonna basically, in fact, I'm gonna I'll let you describe what it looks like as you break the water flying straight up. But you would be touching me, so you would also be inside the dragon illusion. I mean, the great dragon spirit armor transformation. And so I'll let you describe the cool breaking of the water and what they see.
I think with the momentum, well, let's get to the next group. We'll come back around.
Yeah. We'll surprise them. They're like, oh no, they're dead.
Adder or Blue Bow, you have Faye as she jolts awake in your arms. Woo, you're coming out from the cabin, and you see Adder holding Faye.
Coming out of an upside down boat cabin.
Yeah, you're coming back down, because you can't go through the. I mean, I guess you could blow a hole through the bottom of it and go out the top. The new top.
Mm-hmm.
But I just had it to where it was capsized, so you just path of least resistance is just come out the door. There's still air pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You can still breathe.
Yeah.
Crates and things floating and bumping around.
Yeah.
Probably in complete darkness, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, how terrifying and disorienting. This is a nightmare. Because you can still breathe. So, if you're under the water, at least okay, I'm probably dead. But this is oh no, I have to do everything in my power to stay alive, even though I probably won't. like the person who's like in the room's filling with water and you're like in the 1 inch of air for whatever reason, just clinging to life. Turn into a dragon.
Well, I think the first thing that Woo's gonna do is gonna grab one of these random floating objects. We'll just say it's candelabra, like with no more candles on it. They got knocked out, and he's gonna cast light on it.
Nice.
So that way we can actually have a good idea of what kind of situation we're in.
Also, give me an athletics. Same with Adder. Are you still holding Faye? Or is Faye treading herself?
Well, you said she was floating face up.
She was.
So I tried to. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I guess you wouldn't have necessarily had to like. Are you holding her now? I would say no. She's awake. Like, or are you just letting her continue to float?
Well, I think that I
don't
would
know how
have.
she's
Yeah.
reacted yet. So
What? Well, yeah. Whatever. Is, I guess we can figure it out then or now or whatever. But I would have done whatever to make sure that she was going to be okay for me to look for other people. So if she did wake up, I would have either been holding her, or if there was something else that I could use to like help her keep afloat, I would have used it. But it's whatever you think there. I'll make an athletics check if you want me to.
yeah.
Okay.
I will say, no matter what your checks are, there's enough like debris and broken stuff inside this compartment area to where you guys can like Woo, for example. There's a door, halfway broken, like broken in half door.
11.
As you light the candelabra, you're not doing so hot treading water in these robes.
Yeah, shocker. I don't know what it is about this campaign and me being wet.
But Israfil can fly underwater in chainmail with a great sword in his hand.
He passed the save, man.
Thank God Woo didn't see it.
Yeah.
Thank God nobody can see Woo right now. Like his foot caught on the inside of his own robe. Like
give Adder do yours with advantage.
The thing where you're like drowning on, and you know why your foot's like caught in your leg, and you're like, oh no, trying to wrestle out of it. I think we've all been there. We've all been there. Go to put some
I go swimming in robes all the time. Yeah.
Well, you go to put your pants on and then stand up and walk, and it's just like pow. Bind all your legs up. Your hands your hands in your pocket too, so you can't get it out fast enough to break your fall. Wow.
How convenient! All three of the people inside the boat have dark vision.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's funny. You maintain your tread, and you're able to get a big enough like piece of broken wood, or like it's like it was like a section of the mast it broke and snapped. And then there's a partial broken door for you, Woo, as you begin to like. It's like you're treading, but it's more of like your head's coming out every couple seconds, getting your breath, instead of actually treading and staying above water.
Lovely.
So you can use that door if you'd like.
Yeah, I would absolutely like to use that door. Thank you.
Bite your tongue a little bit, getting on it.
Yeah. No, I guess Woo, you may not completely know what happened since you were tending to things under deck.
meditating.
No idea.
But yeah, you guys can all see now it's lit in here. Adders, you notice a candelabra being lit from a Wu sitting on a door.
So just to
Crisscross
clarify, Evan,
applesauce.
we are underneath. So we are underneath the deck of the ship sinking, or we are outside of the ship watching it sink. I guess I got confused there. Are we underneath the ship sinking, or are we out?
Yes, you're underneath it.
Oh, okay, okay,
Like
okay.
the ground you were standing on is now probably 5-ish feet above you.
Okay,
Mast
Gotcha.
pointing down, all the sails like
got you,
creating hazards, and anchor ropes.
got you.
You guys are
Okay,
in the thick of it.
yes, we
Into the
are.
thick of it.
Into the thick of it? Okay.
But yeah, but at least they're not wearing robes, you know. There's hope. And Lilith is completely unconscious.
Lilith?
No,
I
Faye's
mean,
awake now.
Faye, sorry, Faye.
That's the
Sorry,
blood
That's
the-
okay.
in her
Yeah,
hair.
the other young spellcaster.
You're
Yeah.
right.
So
Blood in my teal hair.
ooh, like a little purple highlight, nice.
I have teal hair.
Well, but blood's red, so
Oh yeah. Cool.
Cool. That's the first thing she
Hair
says when
dye.
she wakes up. Like, oh, cool.
I like this color on me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that streak will stay purple.
Any of you guys want to? Are you guys doing anything? You guys trying to? You
Oh,
guys just gonna
is
hang
it?
out under the boat?
Are we kind of all collectively taking a turn, or
Yeah.
I was?
Yeah. What do you guys want to
Oh,
do?
oh,
I
okay.
thought, I thought it was Adder's turn. That's why I was like, we're gonna sit here and wait.
I think it's a little
No.
bit more freeform than that. It's not
Is
like
that-
combat. It's more
Okay.
cinematic. Yeah.
Is my
Yeah.
mind with it? Like, am I remembering things since I've had this?
You probably have a
TBI?
little bit of a minor tinnitus as you're jolt awake.
Can we
God.
talk right now? Are we? We're in the air pocket.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're in an air pocket.
And Faye woke up, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can see because there's light because I have illuminated a candelabra without candles though. It's just like a piece of metal glowing.
I'm glad you did light it.
That was Wu explaining the effects
Yeah.
of. It's not a real
Like
candelabra,
this?
guys. This is enchanted with my magic that I've created. Obviously, we were underwater, so this couldn't be lit right now.
Um.
I'll say this: you look around, you see bits of net, floating cargo. You notice a couple floating bodies that are face down, and
Don't do that. I learned their names.
each other.
That's the man who taught me to sail. Okay, that was my mentor.
Yeah. Zoltan.
I think I turned to Faye as she wakes up. Hey, can you swim? Woo,
Yeah,
can you swim?
I'll just shake my head yes. But is there other floating pieces of wood around? Like so I can just grab a piece and grab a hold of it?
You're on one already.
Oh,
He
okay.
grabbed like a piece of broken mast for you, so you basically have like a small log.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll just hang on to it for dear life till I get my wits among me.
We have to get out from underneath the ship to the outside.
Oh, you don't say. No, I can't swim either, by the way. But I have an idea. I will Eldritch Blast this side over here to make a hole, and it's going to go very fast. So we need to group up. What's going to happen is it's probably going to suck us out, make like a little vortex.
Wait, I have to get my things. Gotta get my things.
Great. Yeah. No, it's fine. I'm just barely staying afloat here.
Chest deep in water. It's like slowly like filling up.
Anybody else think of the type of thing?
Everybody grabs everybody's robe tails.
So
Yeah.
you think that it's going to suck you outward?
Correct.
Okay.
Venturi effect.
Is whenever there's a low pressure and a high pressure moving across the same object.
Yes.
I mean, at worst, that'd give me an idea of where they were, so I couldn't even argue with that.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna turn around and kind of hop on the back of Adder.
Oh, shit.
Blue bow or whatever.
Okay.
Hey, remember, I got a head injury here.
Oh boy.
Oh.
All right. So we
Hey.
ready?
And Adder's
Blast.
all like 5'6", right?
Mhm.
but did Adder go?
I'm not very
Did you go back under per se?
To get my things that were in
Oh.
the captain's quarters.
Goodness.
Yeah, I was gonna head to get my things in the captain's quarters. So
Well, I didn't jump on him then.
well, I said, wait, I have to go get my things. And then I promise Kirimaki.
Yeah. In the captain's quarters, by the way, basically all of Bao, it was all spread out. Like he was cooking, he was vibing. You know what I mean? Like, I think everything Bao had is probably lost in there. As far as my things go, they weren't bundled up. I was very much, living out of that bag in that kitchen, preparing a meal for the captain and the first mate.
Well, that bag just mainly had a bunch of food supplies. So
Well, it
it's like
had
kind of flail.
and also inventory, my healer's kit. You're right. That's it. It was just a healer's kit and a bunch of food.
If I
And a plus two.
and F +2 flail and a grappling hook.
Oh, my grappling hook.
Yeah,
No. Yeah.
if
We
Yes,
used
worthless.
we used it. We used the grappling hook to fight the one of the first breaches.
if
I
I
tried to-
can't get
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, if I feel like I can't get to my things before we have to do something, then I think Blue Bow would leave his things and just apologize to Kirimaki later. But if he can get to him, he's going to try to because he did promise him.
I mean, you got the Mariner's armor, so
Yeah, I can just basically sprint across the water.
Give me. Give me perception.
Perception. Okay.
Mm.
Perception.
Yeah, we'll go perception.
You and the perceptions, man. Let's do it.
Perceive the world around you. Open your eyes.
As you are as you like mention, you gotta get your things. You can tell that the ship is like the water is going up, but
Mhm.
slowly. Um, but slowly. You definitely have time to like give a look.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll do that. I'll go get my things. If I see all of Val's things, I'll try to grab some of his stuff too.
It's like pots and pans and silver chopsticks and spatulas and a chef's
Is
knife and chicken and all of my a bunch of dried herbs and the plus two
There
flail.
anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
is there?
That's just like
Okay,
debris
Justin.
floating around, right?
If there's anything that like while we were cooking together
Mhm.
that you like maybe told me the story of like where you got it or who showed you how to use it,
Mm-hmm.
like what would be like one utensil or something that um
Uh, um, I don't think none of them were sentimental. I think in that scene, I remember I think Blue Bow was telling the story, like because you were being me, and Bow was just kind of being around you, like letting you be Bow, right? So I think maybe it was the opposite, even where you were the one giving the sentiment, and then Bow was just going in behind you and like reseasoning things.
okay. All right. Yeah. I'll grab my things. I'll grab my pack, put it on me, and
Give me an acrobatics.
if I can, acrobatics.
Feel like you gotta be maneuvering. You're like
21.
you're trying to move quick and hectic, and
Mhm.
swimming under and over and rolling over, floating thing. That's um.
I grabbed the flail too. This was I remember this being given to him by someone.
So
Yeah, deja
my
vu moment.
DC was gonna be 15 for half of his things, and a DC 20 for all of his things.
Oh snap!
So
Oh gosh, I don't know if I can carry all. Well, maybe the water
Leave
helps.
leave the cookie, like you would have to gather them all. Like leave all that. It's just cooking supplies.
No, I've already had my cooking supplies stolen from me, and I will not have my friends.
that's like his internal monologue.
Yeah,
Will not
as
have my
he,
friends' cooking supplies lost too.
yeah. It's so ridiculous. He's just like this. He's in a sinking ship picking up spoons. Like-
Like woo, you're sitting on that, like on the table, on the door, kind of like. Are you just like tapping your fingers, like click a click, click a click, click a click, just waiting for it? You hear like the pots and pans or the pinging and ping. It's like, oh my god.
kind of noting how like the dry
Uh,
spots on your robe getting wetter, kind of.
yeah.
And you just see Adder come out of the captain, like bust out of there, and then he's just got these huge. He's got his pack on with a full like half plate armor hanging off of it, and then he's got another big ass huge pack over it, and he's like just kind of like struggling to get out, and then all of a sudden you just see like a swimmer jolting off of them the side of a swimming pool, just shoosh, just beeline straight towards you, pops out. Okay, I'm ready.
You do swim fast.
Hey, can I ask
Okay.
a question? Do I still have my backpack and my belt on?
Unless you specifically put it down somewhere, yes.
Alright. Let's do this.
Okay. Well, Wu has no idea what to think of like everything going on at the moment. His whole world literally just got turned upside down with this boat capsizing. But he knows one thing: he needs to get out of here. So without further ado, everybody hang on. And I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at the door. Oof. Well, all right, not at the door, but at the side, like.
Right. I understand.
Okay.
Hey, you guys
I
gather
forget
up
how to use this thing.
as the flame begins to, like coil at your fingers before you shoot it off. There's like a glow from the water, like below, and then you blast through, and the water, like it does like an initial, and you guys kind of slingshot out on this door, like a a kayak on a current,
Nice.
before the like pressure meets and begins to bubble even more heavily. Kirameki, you're uh, finishing getting through the chest, as you do what you do with the book, as the explosion blasts through the side of the boat, um and a couple seconds later, uh this translucent adult red dragon splashes majestically out of the water.
I'd like to use frightening presence again on everybody but Israfil.
Yeah, I think it'd reach. So it's a DC 19 wisdom save for everybody.
So when you're scared, just make a noise that you would make when you're startled. That then you look around to make sure nobody else was in the room with you. Like not the character, the actual player, please. Please reveal to me that noise you make when your coat scares you because you think it's somebody standing up in the corner.
Oh, I gotta open my character sheet to make a saving throw.
It's a jump scare.
Yeah, mine's. And
Don't I get to use my
hi.
charisma?
Oh,
Huh?
Don't I get to use my charisma instead of wisdom since I'm a warlock? Or is that only for like spells,
That's
not
for
necessarily saving throws?
spells.
yeah.
Lame.
I imagine there's some feat somewhere that lets you do that, but
Yeah, I thought
yeah,
I had a thing, but oh.
I make it.
Stuck.
I think.
The 19.
DC
You said
19.
yeah. I didn't make it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't make it
wisdom.
either. With 18.
Did Faye make it?
She's just
Faye
like,
made
man,
it.
that's
Faye made it.
Faye made it. Nice. So both Woo and Bao like push Faye towards it a little bit.
They
You
catapult
just
me,
see,
man. Send me flying.
it's just Faye floating on this what is it, a door?
Yeah.
And Adder and Woo were holding
I guess I'm
Adder and Woo
assuming you guys
holding
all
each other.
you guys all
In the
gathered up
back.
on this big wooden door.
Classic Disney movie, Faye's on the front of the door searching for her parents, hasn't been out in the world on this grand adventure, and the two idiots she picked up along the way holding each other screaming. This
Yeah.
dragon explodes and she's like, the world's amazing.
Don't forget, I have a TBI as well.
That's kind of what I figured was going on.
I'm just like, huh? There's dragons in these parts? Haven't been to one of those.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I need to make saves for.
It's full of more people than I thought it would be.
Whiskey saves.
Whiskey takes all.
Yes.
Whiskey's done with it. Whiskey
Midnight Heart is terrified. And
Oh
begins
no!
like water going everywhere.
How far away
don't
am
know
I
what
from Whiskey since I got catapulted?
So you'd be about 40 feet away across from you, but there's a giant red dragon in front of you that is like encompassing Bow and Woo or Israfil. Everyone is regathered.
I think seeing Kirameki freak out a bit, I intentionally fly over his head super close to bring the dragon closer.
Classic.
He's books it 50 feet up.
Yeah. He lays down on the broom like he's playing Quidditch. Pulls his goggles down, gets in race mode. Oh God!
What a day.
Right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Are we on land now? Did we make it to land? Or are we just still
No.
floating in water?
No, there's a sinking ship as it begins to bubble even faster behind you.
We need to get away from here before it takes us down with it, sucks us down.
And how do you propose we do that? There's a red dragon flying around us right now.
Israfil, are you circling them?
Yeah.
Kiramaki flies away. Kiramaki, don't leave him.
He's hot already. He's on the horizon, brother.
Kirameki, no.
Yeah. I'll never forget you, Andy, Wong,
Can we?
Izzy, Fan,
Like after
and Bo,
af-
my dearest party members.
after a few seconds, do we notice that they're in that like Bow and
I'll
Israfil
drop
are
the
in it?
illusion. Yeah, I'll drop the illusion.
I think I do like 2 loops around and then the illusion.
What does it
wears
look
off.
like as the illusion fades?
As the illusion begins to fade off of Bow, it goes and just disappears. Because it's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Expecting it to like melt away or something because like the
I know.
hot embers.
I know what the subverting the expectation.
As you just drop the illusion, like Wu immediately feels like a lot of tension just released from his body, and he can feel Blue Bow breathe for the first time in just like a couple seconds, and he's like, "See there? See, I had you. I was going to protect you." Bow just starts swimming off with Faye on the door.
Bow realizing he can feel what like the backside of Wu's ribs feel like too. Like,
Yeah,
I think he
yeah.
had a good hold on this.
Yeah. I had you, see. Oh, Wu, you cannot swim. I'm sorry. Wu starts to go underwater.
Yeah, thanks. This is quite a predicament.
Yeah, as we're circling around, I'll look for there probably wasn't any rescue vessels, right? Like,
Yeah, no.
How would
How
there
far
be?
are we from land?
About an hour.
An hour by boat, or
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
By
Well, I think it was about 40 minutes by boat. So I said, like, you can see the shore, like as it's kind of like fading in, like you can see. Yeah.
Still a pretty good ways out.
Yeah.
Well,
so is there? You said that there wasn't anything that there wasn't any rescue or anything like that, right?
Oh, there's like bits of the broken mast and stuff like that.
Are there any
There's a
barrels
few.
floating?
Yeah, sure.
Israfil, let us stop scaring friends. And hey, it was crazy. Holy cow. I thought I was dead. But I imagine I'm like this. But it's either I'm like this or it's I'm sitting on your back. So, no.
Oh yeah, so as his
everybody-
fade does see Lou, like so he doesn't have like all the doesn't act as a red dragon anymore, right? So does Mr. Phil to start like down towards the water.
I guess I'd be aiming towards towards the water, towards some debris to kind of land on.
Let's yeah, well, hey,
Ow.
But just as long as it isn't the door that we're on.
let's over there towards those barrels. We can rig them
Cannonball.
together, maybe. Yeah,
Cannonball.
some of the fishing nets and what.
Cannonball.
All right, and I'll start descending towards the barrels.
Features.
Had a water droplet theme as you guys land into the water.
I just heard a drop.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting.
Oh.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Mr.
see,
Phil, did you hear that?
Bow, yeah, Bow and Israfil, two huge people.
we both make athletics checks to do a perfect dive.
Yeah.
It's a contest all of a sudden again.
Faye and Adder hold up all nines.
Yeah. Blue looks at his. Oh, it turns it upside down to a 6. My bad. I'm sorry, my bad. I met Wu is a tough grader. Okay, he's
Yeah,
never.
I
given
mean
out of 10.
he's officiated many competitions. He's pretty
Yeah.
strict. I
He's
think.
never given out of 10. Nothing is perfect. There's always room for improvement.
So I think I have Faye on one side and Wu on the other side of this door, just kind of floating with it, and I'm like trying to like be behind it, acting as a propeller, swimming with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would like to, as I'm seeing all this, I would like to make, if I could, a survival check to ascertain what would get us from where we are with what we have here, and the currents and the tide, and how far we have to go. Whether that be taking turns, some people swimming, like as a survival in what people are capable of, what people who shouldn't do anything, what we're floating on, stuff like that, right? And I
would like to just keep firing off Eldritch blasts, just forcing, no, like propelling us. So
Behind us?
yeah.
turn my hand, turn it
Like-
towards the water, and utilize it to just keep like ricocheting us off.
Yeah,
Closer.
Like, like how you turn things in space, like angular momentum kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Wait, but that means that that your magic has mass.
It does force damage, so
Oh shit! Yeah. All right. Neil deGrasse Tyson just fucking took his bow tie off his hat and hands it to you. All right. Yeah, I have an ability called not natural athlete, survival instincts, and I get to add double my proficiency bonus when I make survival checks in particular, as well as a couple other things. So yeah,
Yeah, you can make a survival check.
I'd like to use that feature if that's okay.
Hmm.
So this will be. It says it's only +3. I'll just roll it first. But so this is an additional +3 on top of this. 8, 19, 11. 11 to figure out how.
I
guess
mean,
it's not the best way, probably.
there's enough debris, and with the Yoken abilities you guys have at hand, doesn't mean Kirameki will be there, but
away.
but in the debris alone,
Mhm.
like you could. No, there's enough like rocks and dirt caked in mud now, and some of the barrels where you could like mold earth together like a raft with some of the pieces of wood.
I imagine
Relatively quickly, and you could propulsion yourselves on a raft all the way back with water Yoken abilities and air Yoken abilities.
So I think and I'm sure that Faye has a lot of clever spells that and cantrips and things that could put the craft together and the vessel together. And Woo's just like Gatling guns. But
yeah, I can clean it.
if
that's what we're worried about right now.
Yeah, I know.
If we're gonna have to sit on top of this board, it not being covered in barnacles is probably a great thing since we're exposed to the elements for however long. Yeah, actually, that is it's really good actually. But I guess the survival check was more of like, who's, if not all of us can be on there at the same time, who should be, if all of the backpacks, some of the backpacks need to be like drugged behind us so that they can float on their own instead of on our actual vessel. The turtle horses, trying to get them to come with us too. Right.
Are they any
We're
closer
probably
to
spooked.
Well,
yeah,
one of them is, right? One is?
One of them
Midnight Heart's pretty spooked.
Kirameki and the other turtle horse did pew! And ran away from the dragon together. They're in a race.
Well, Kirameki's broom can hold a horse.
No, the horse is running on the water for sure. Sorry, what'd you say, Mom?
I think, didn't Kirameki just get in the box and get the book out and that's it?
Yeah, so both the horses are still there.
So are we any closer to Whiskey?
Yeah, you guys are right there. You're only 40 feet away at the time. At this point, you could have gathered them. I was assuming that was part of like the survival, grouping up and figuring out how to keep them, because they can't swim. They can maintain themselves, but they can't swim forever.
Right.
Not like a straight hour for sure.
All right, you're not gonna like this, Whiskey. And I like put a barrel in between, like underneath its sternum to help give it a little bit of lift,
If you could tie a bunch of barrels together to create like a floaty.
Oh yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Turtle horse floaty.
It's like floating, like
two barrels. So we could do 2 barrels and then just rope underneath it, Yeah, this is Bithor idea. Yeah. Keep getting kicked by the horse trying to shove a barrel underneath its chest. I only got an 11, guys. All right, Bow's. He's never had to save a whole ship of people before. He's trying.
So you could do that for both the horses. So they'd have to be kind of tugged, but with all the fishing nets, and you could definitely make like a lead for each of them. So they'd be drug.
They're probably gonna try to swim to the raft to get on it anyway, like carrot on a stick style, right?
What if we
Yeah.
made the reins like that, and before Wu does, were you gonna do another blast?
Depends on what the group wants.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you
is
said you.
I imagine this is after like his like 30th one. Are you gonna do
Adder.
one last?
Adder, you see what I'm seeing? Weird.
Or did we lose him?
Oh yeah, we did.
No, sorry, I could hear you guys. I just had myself muted. I had to go get a drink and stuff.
Okay.
Seeing what you're seeing on what now? VTT?
No, I'm about to send it to you.
Ew. Okay. Oh, I don't have that yet.
Oh,
Yeah, it's part of me doing my homebrew background that I messed up on somehow.
okay.
Yeah, it'll unlock later. I don't have it yet. That would be cool though.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Does it turn into a blue dragon? An actual dragon?
Sorry, I was a little distracted there, but Bal's trying to figure out. We're all trying to figure out things to
Oh.
make this easier.
Yeah, yeah. If that's the fun part of the game, or the things that we don't want to leave behind, or we want to recover from the wreckage, I think I'd like to get the bodies of the captain and the first mate.
Got you.
How cold is this water? And like, how long have we been in the water? Because you're adding all this time into a survival that it doesn't seem realistic to me to want to keep doing all that.
Got you. No, you're absolutely right. Bao will swim away from everyone to go gather those. The cold doesn't bother Bao. So
Okay, Frozen.
Yeah, it never bothered me anyway.
There it is.
It never bothered me. Anyway, so Bao will make sure to do that instead of that he doesn't hold everyone up. Good call, Blue. Good call. But yeah, I think he'll carry them on his shoulders or tie them to his belt and swim back himself.
So me, Adder, and Faye are going to use the door, use my impromptu Eldritch Blast propulsion system to continue
And
to
Israfil.
land.
Yep.
Israfil's flying. Why does he need to be on there?
Because my flying is only temporary. And definitely not long enough to make it to land.
You should have thought about that before scaring all of us.
Facts. No.
I like how
You guys can move at a pretty good rate of speed between your Eldritch Blast and Adder's Yoken abilities.
Can I do something really weird?
no.
Sure, it's not like we haven't done anything weird this whole
Let's
campaign.
see.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. No, dude. Don't
I'm
do it.
looking. I'm just looking. Oh no, I've already used it. I can't use
I'll
that.
be weird, dude.
Because you're able to shape water in a 5 foot in any direction, like flow current continuously. If you wanted, so there's that.
I was going to do something that would have been cool, but I already used it and I only have one use of it. I was going to cast, because I'm kind of doing it like I'm accidentally casting,
Mhm.
I was going to, as I'm swimming with trying to push my friends to shore, just keep going. I was going to try to cast a suggestion on myself.
Oh,
So that I. But anyways, no,
Just
I'm
keep
good.
going.
dude, that's awesome. I wish I could do that. That's sad. I've never, dude. Like, the bard that casts suggestion on himself is just like the motivational speaker influencer.
Yeah.
It's
So
easy, guys. You can do it. Daily affirmations. That's all it takes.
that is possible, isn't it? I never even thought of it like that before. But anyways, so,
You've never thought about D&D mechanics as an analog to some of the most ridiculous personalities?
no. That's exactly what I was thinking of when I suggested that, but I didn't know. I'm not sure if that spell can be cast onto yourself.
I think about it every time I read a Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah,
tweet.
creature you can see within range. That could be myself. All right, I'm done.
I'm here for it.
I like that.
Me too. It's hilarious.
That's
It's fucking
Wait,
cool.
which one
dude.
is this?
You just created an NPC that lives in every world I run from now on. Like,
so determined,
mhm,
the most magically influencing himself.
mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Oh, I thought we were just using the door.
I was gonna say I ain't building shit. Israfil and Balkan figured that out since they want to play fuck
Yeah,
games.
I did. Yeah, I did it. Dude, I just single-handedly defeated the freaking thingy, okay? Okay.
I don't care if you single-handedly save the world. Coming out here with a red dragon, scaring everybody while we're already fighting for our lives. No big deal.
No big deal. I feel like Wu's saying this, and like his cloak or his his robes from they keep like getting wrapped around. He like keeps trying to pull the sleeves up. And, like, it was really harrowing, guys.
You guys do begin to see your breath.
Oh no.
Oh, it's getting cold.
Oh yeah, it's winter started.
Yeah, it is the
Like
beginning of
that.
winter.
That's not
But-
good on a bank.
Yeah, no, that's what we did. That's what we've been doing is building a raft. And as they go to sail on, what Bao is going to do is go back and get the two bodies and then swim himself behind the raft with the two bodies.
So the raft is tugboating the horses, and Bao is swimming behind with the two bodies,
Mhm.
Zoltan and Zultar.
Yes, Zoltan and Zoltar. I grabbed Zoltan and Zoltan. Mhm.
Jacket and get us help.
Oh,
Um,
Don't worry, I have a candelabra with light and it's radiating 20 feet. You're welcome. Yeah. You're like, wow, there's no candles on that. That's weird.
with your
Candelabra.
perception,
But it's because it's with magic. Yeah, it's just magic. It's just
you do
magic.
see like in the
Yeah.
distance, like another like kind of another ship like heading towards the coast, towards the port. A ways.
No ways.
always.
Like yeah, you could signal it or something like that.
Over there.
Casting gust to make their sails turn them around.
Yeah.
Get right up. You'd have to be there.
Yeah. What kind of flag are they flying? Is it a skull and crossbones? Just our luck.
As you head towards them,
How come he can fly this whole time, but you can't? I'm just saying.
he's got
He has
a
a magic
sick
item, okay?
glider. He's got a glider.
Oh, where's your glider?
What did Israfil chose another greatsword?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is actually
Uh-huh.
proven pretty useful at times.
Yeah, it's true.
Are you are you having a stroke or?
So this ship seems to be much more pristine than the others. The other one that just fell apart. It's actually like it's so I guess you would understand. Yeah, it definitely looks like a warship. And coincidentally, just imagine Fire Nation warship, but it's not like full black metal. It's like a cherry red with like golden hints on the borders. And
Oh,
the
shit.
sails. It's
So
not
it's
like
not
steam
wooden?
powered,
It's
but
like it's an iron. It's like a metal ship.
parts. It's like the last ship you were just on had 0 metal,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. It was like a wooden.
This one is definitely like has bands of metal in it.
Oh,
And the sails are a flame with a vertical halberd.
now, but imagine continuing the approach even if you were being attacked. Cool though, right? Like rolling around like fireballs and arrows coming at you. I imagine Kirameki on this broom sometimes like a fighter pilot, you know.
Yeah, me too. Okay. How or do you call out to are you trying to be stealthy at all about anything?
Sneak onto the ship.
Yeah, just you.
Stealth bomber.
Wait, what do you? Are you wait? You like get above it and then T-pose.
As you
Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
make yourself visible and known and seen.
Stealthy.
as you get above, like you notice that like so like what it normally is like a crow's nest, it's still a crow's nest, but it's actually like it's an exhaust system at the same time. It's not necessarily like a smokestack because they're not burning coal per se. But
then
you
with
see
the-
like behind it, it's got the rotating like fins behind it, like almost like a riverboat.
yeah.
And you see it's nice. You see like 3 to 4 people walking around the deck and one guy in the crow's nest. Everyone oblivious to you.
Oh my god.
Give me a stealth for
Do
the
you still-
landing.
Do you still have contraband on you to plant on people after you? You know.
We're under attack.
Yeah. He was a traitor, see? And dig in his pocket and pull out the contraband.
So you know you have to beat a 3. Nice.
Okay.
Good job.
These are soldiers of Etma, of the Royal Army.
It's cold. They don't like the winter.
Oh, so this
Yeah.
guy's like,
they're-
this
I
guy's
mean, they're
bundled
turning in,
up,
he's like-
smoking a cigarette like as far back as he can get. Fucking hate this, man.
Yeah. Well, there's a fire. It's just clean fire. It's like clean enough to not have like a billowing smoke.
Join the Navy,
Um,
they say. They said.
So you like at the tip, you see how like heat like will kind of distort the your,
Mhm.
whatever
A
that's
little
called,
mirage. A
chemistry.
little mirage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Woo was here. He could tell me.
Did you just say the word chemistry?
Yeah, science.
Yeah. You know, with math.
He's leaning like on the front, like looking towards the shore. Not crow's nesting bright, obviously, because why would he be looking towards the shore? Oh. How'd you? You have what? Give me a.
100%. Light stays on. It's dark as shit out.
Persuasion?
It's about right for sneaking up on someone on a military vessel.
I will say, you definitely see the light, but he grabs the horn at his belt.
Oh God! You set off the intruder alarm on a
Really?
rescue vessel. You couldn't just be like, "Hey!"
How far is that
How'd
boat
you-
from us?
How'd you get up here?
One going straight up Jackie Chan. This fool. Oh, dude.
Already a freaking traitor to the Fire Nation.
He
Kills.
flips over backwards and he's hanging on to the like edge or like the handrail, and you hear like clanking and clamoring and
Oh my God. Dude. How could I stay mad at you? You know, look at this. How could I stay mad at you? Yeah, we are traitors to the nation that we're entering, but
Now I have to take Kirameki to jail.
Kirameki just volunteered. That guy remembers.
Hey,
So the
it's
day
your
dies,
word.
We'll never forget
It's
your
his
face.
word. Yeah, your word against his. So we'll be fine.
He comes in with the elemental with the scar on its eye. Like,
I'm the prince of.
oh,
he took it. You heard it. You heard him go. You're like the thud as you fly away.
into the thud of a man on water, thud of man on steel deck of ship.
Oh yeah, steel deck on ship.
Murderer! Murder! That's
None of us
nice.
know.
Football.
Nobody knows who's gonna know.
And you said a funny one-liner and like giggled. Like, look at that. Wee. I highly doubt they're gonna look straight up for a man on a broom. Yeah. When you get to shore, you need to start spreading rumors of sea witches. Sank my ship. They were everywhere, flying on brooms.
No, I want to know what's going on through your mind because you just abandoned everyone you've been traveling with for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 months to a red dragon, and you're over here causing problems. You're not worried about us at all?
Well, he also took the most valuable item that we had in our possession, and oh, it's more valuable than the God book that lets you see the creation and dawn of time. The whole thing. That's what these hands are for, bro. What? Yeah. Wait, hold on. Hold on. What was that? What was your comeback? You can't eat with hands. Oh, well, you can't eat the flail. You're trying to get a rescue vessel, right? I was lashing together barrels with fish netting and stuff to keep it together so for more buoyancy. Is what Bao was doing to get everybody up and out of the water, and then keep the turtle horses afloat, and then yeah, Bao was doing the swimming. Yeah, what were you gonna do? Like float above us and be like, "Good job," or sit on it with us? Yeah. Like, oh, make some room. Mm. Bao wasn't doing a good job. Yeah. Well, your observation is correct, though. He said nothing and flew away and left us in the middle. This is not the first time. Oh no, they're all dead.
I'm just saying, from my
Nobody can hear
perspective,
you
I'm
on
not happy.
stream, by the way, Spio.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yeah. Yes. From our perspective, also, but we're just used to it. Wait till you try to have a heartfelt moment with them, and you'll be like, you did a good job," and he'll be like,
I was muted.
and just fly away.
Yeah. But yeah, to Woo for sure. I just completely abandoned all of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious. That's all. You can do you, man. It's your character. I was just, like I said, want to know what's going on.
Yep.
You just see no one else is surprised at this point.
Yeah, nobody's brought it up.
I have a question.
Okay.
What are you guys talking about
Probably this.
as
I
he
think.
disappears? You know,
I think it's a minute.
you guys
and
are just
we're-
kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are going pretty above like what a normal, definitely above the normal speed a normal raft would go. With your magic.
We can't
Are
see
we-
him at all.
Oh, he's
Like
Gone.
He gone.
he's
Okay,
gone.
And it's
Can I ask-
night too.
Are we finally up out of the water?
Yeah, you've been out of the water for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I cast my presentation on everyone?
Dry
and warm
everyone
their
off?
clothes up?
You could dry them all off, right?
Warm us
Yeah,
up.
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said warm us. Yeah.
Warm their
Yeah, keep
clothes.
everybody warm. Yeah, you keep
Yeah.
everybody warm.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least above,
Sweet.
Not
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you
we
should-
don't go into hyperthermia.
Yeah, dry.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Bows just-
Sweet.
if we,
That's a
we
cantrip,
got that-
right?
Yeah,
So I could dry us. I could dry us and heat us up, right?
yeah. But it's
Yeah,
like
you just-
it's kind of like it's like those hot hands though. Kind of thing.
Yeah, rub them together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it only lasts 6 seconds, so it's like hot hands, hot hands, hot hands.
Well, it says I can heat and warm up for an hour, up to an hour.
Oh, nice. That's good.
No, so you just heat up everybody's hands. Yeah, grab like a piece of wood and like
It says
up and
non-living
hand it to everybody.
material.
Mhm.
so everybody's like got a piece of wood, like they're tossing back and forth to keep their hands warm.
Yeah. Putting on a coat and then passing this coat around. The warm coat. My turn in the coat. when the social dynamic has gotten really wild on the raft.
You just
Give
put a
up the
barrel in the
cape.
center of the raft.
Yeah.
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 There you go. Put a little fire in it.
No, you didn't hold your feet in the water for long enough. It's my turn in the coat.
Reminds me of Squid Bills.
Right? We can't have hyperthermia with a DBI.
That's really good. Is there? I'm curious. Bao's not able to Bao's like swimming behind you guys, right? So he just breaststroking behind you guys. I'm resistant to cold damage.
I'd say you're off to the side because if you're behind us, you're going to get hit by my Eldritch Blast that I keep firing into the water.
Yeah, be easy. Ew. Ooh, this was close. Try to get
Make
me.
a little game out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Almost. Maybe I could catch. All right, you have crazy idea. I think I could catch. Maybe later. But I'm thinking, does anyone have other spells that might, of like leveled spells that might have a utilitarian effect of having somebody see us, keeping us alive, keeping things from, scavengers like sharks that are, I don't know what's in these bays.
Suppose I could use Firebolt to shoot up into the air, kind of
Like
setting
a flare? Oh, sick! Kirameki was here, he probably had. If Kirameki was here, he probably has some in pockets.
I just keep swimming, and after I think I'm starting to get really exhausted, probably. Yeah. Hey, bigger Bow. I got your things.
Oh,
Just swim.
yes.
And I have this
Yeah. I'll set you onto the thing. It's time to take a rest, Blue Bow. Blue Bow gets warm. How about this? Don't, hey, Blue Bow. Hey, Blue Bow, you have something, let's get water off your head. And I'll go to shed the water off your head and I'll cover his ears. Keep this fool warm. Do not let him kill himself. Hey, Blue, good job. And I pat your, massage your shoulders and squeeze your tricep. Good job. Now rest. Keep them safe on Rift in case shark.
As the flare goes up, in the distance, you hear the
Is
Oh
this
no, is that
whale?
that boat catching up that Kirameki's on?
and
Does
after
yourself recognize that?
I would
that
say
specific
Isterfield
whale?
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, you definitely heard it. Maybe not necessarily know
He's
what the
He's
sound, what that
military.
horn. What do you mean? Like the code is? Like the
No, I
pattern,
just
guess?
just recognize.
But-
I'm sure each nation has their own alarm.
yeah. I
yeah,
bet
that's what I was saying.
Also,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think you recognize it as a Fire Nation horn.
well, also,
Yeah.
how much do you want to break each military down when it comes to information? Like they're in the military.
Isterfield knows it.
You know that this is.
I'm not in the military. I'm part of the church.
So,
Oh,
Israfil, I would say you think
the
that
church is the military.
they responded to your
Oh,
flare. They know you're coming. Like initially, and unless you guys are doing anything, in a rough about 30 minutes or so, that ship will appear in the distance. And as you guys creep up to it, you see like halberds and swords and
How
people
tall
with
is
like fingers of fire above. Shoot.
It's like a naval
Trying to-
vessel, right? Like a modern naval.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's.
Well,
We're
I
in
guess I
danger.
wouldn't say modern, but not like a
Yeah, yeah.
destroyer or anything.
Like
but
we're in
it's
danger.
that big
We're,
boat.
like,
Yeah.
getting overtaken by this. You know, like we have to,
Definitely like
maneuver.
50 feet up for sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And so there's like men like holding out their hand with like a ball of fire just kind of floating in front of their hands, and then like halberds and crossbows and things like pointed. And
We're saved.
Stand down, and I'll pull out my emblem and use light to kind of show them the emblem.
here, he's one of ours. And like a rope ladder clicks down.
Do you mind sending people down? We've been swimming for a very long time. I do not know if everyone can climb the ladder safely. Our fingers are numb from the cold water.
You see you hear like a cranking, crank. It's like this like arm over, and like a pulley system that comes down, and
Like probably a rescue boat on it or something.
yeah, like a small one, like a couple people could be on it, like sit in it.
Mm-hmm. And they can pull it back up. Yeah. That makes more sense than a a crane or a like a crane game claw. I was trying to say something that makes sense for nautical. Yeah. Or I could see you like reaching for what's on the end of this crane. I was like, did you have a different
After.
idea? I'm sorry. If you had a.
That's basically it.
Okay.
No, yeah, for sure. Like, I was thinking of like one of those things that someone sits like almost like the rescue, like the helicopter.
Oh
thing
yeah.
They lower down, similar to that, but like a contraption, like a two-seated contraption, works fine.
Oh nice. Yeah. Well, they have to clean the sides of the ships. They have to get down. Yeah, totally makes sense. It's a big vessel.
So after a couple of attempts, you guys are up there.
Thank you for the rescue. It's cold out here.
Yeah, get you some warmth. And he points over to the. But we're gonna have to have. There's gonna be some questions. And he asks for your ID. Your emblem has like your identification on the back of it.
Oh, those Spec Ops
I
names.
present it to him and
Death Angel, Life Angel.
start guiding everyone into a warmer area.
That's the crow's nest is an exhaust pipe, so it's just kind of radiates heat off of it.
Yeah, I get as close to it, put my hands on.
Yeah. What does snake teeth sound like when they clatter?
I love how you made a face to do something and then it's like, no, wait.
I think like my little rattles, like I don't even notice it. Like my little braid rattles are just kind of like.
So your rattles are just shaking.
Yeah, the rattles are just shaking, and I'm just kind
of. Ahiv. As I'm like, Hiv,
but not like a rattlesnake. It's like, Okay. Sorry. Go ahead,
Your-
Matt.
your Discord. No, your Discord is cutting cutting it out. You have your the noise canceling on Discord, so when you make the smaller noises, it mutes your sound
Oh,
sometimes. Yeah.
got you.
Just do it really loud.
I'll just hold my ear. I think if I hold my earbud to my mouth, it will probably work. I'll do that next time.
Okay. It gets really dark. All right, so Hiv, we have 2 turtle horses with us as well, and casualties. And I did not want to leave them.
They'll pull up your horses.
Okay.
They can only go one at a time. And they have to change out the
Yeah,
contraption on the end.
sure.
They work on it.
Where should I keep them safe? They're very heroic.
Just
We would not be here
keep
with
them
them.
Just keep them in the middle here. The guy that took your ID, though, does come back and is with a captain.
And 8 MPs, your credentials didn't go through.
Papers, please.
Multipass.
Multi-pass, yeah.
Lilu Dallas multipass.
Lilu Dallas multi-pass.
Captain Rizu. Well, I guess you wouldn't necessarily know that. Anyways, he's fairly younger. He's got a
hot shot out of the academy. Got his own ship already? Nepotism.
Actually,
Nepotism or skill, which is it? If he's an asshole, nepotism. If he's like cool as fuck, but don't play no shit, probably skill.
actually a tabaxi.
Okay.
Tabaxi?
He's got
Really?
somewhat resembles not the fox with the longer hair on the ears. I don't know the name. Yeah, that's what he's
Small, tough,
kind of like a red fur,
long tufts of hair.
like a deep red fur.
A tawny. Virginius. Yep.
It's for Phil. Why are you guys out in open ocean? Captain Rizu.
Nice to
And
meet
he
you, Captain.
holds out his hand for a forearm shake.
I grab his arm and give him a shake. It's a pleasure to meet you, Captain Rizu. We were on our way from a mission we had in the Water Nation, and we were attacked by some water elementals. Our ship was capsized. And unfortunately, the captain of that ship didn't make it.
He kind of glances over at the bodies. Unfortunate. What's your mission?
I don't know if I'm able to disclose that, but let's just say there were some people attacking the Water Nation and potentially planning on attacking the Fire Nation.
Let's just say it's a matter of national importance, international importance. Let's keep that real vague.
Secret agent, man.
Yeah. Let's just say that we're all in danger.
He goes, "Oh, so you're the one they left for the fight to One Chi?"
Seems you know.
How was that look?
I figured you'd be back by now.
There
Like
were a
I
couple.
always do that. I don't know why. I always look at a fake watch. Like he's telling the time.
Wear a real watch.
There were a few mishaps along the way, but the problem's taken care of now.
That's what we heard. There's a minor disturbances here, but nothing like what they got hit with. It was definitely branched out.
Well, even embers can grow into a flame. We should stomp them out while we can.
No, they're gone. They're gone.
Skill. This guy's badass.
Well, no, as long as is insinuating as long as you guys took out the root, like they're taken care of here, like just the onesies and twosies.
Dude, and he's, like sometimes you see somebody and they're like kind of tall, you know what I mean? They're like very well proportioned. Like very, they are in a position of power, and you're like, did you get that because, I don't know, just because like you're handsome and life's been easy? And then you talk to him, it's like, no, because you're actually skilled and intelligent, and now you're a triple threat. And yeah, that's what this captain right here.
Yeah, he kind of his aura is confidence for sure.
He's hot and smart and cool. Yeah, no big deal.
Who's gonna grab Faye?
Captain.
Who's gonna grab Faye and kind of like bring them in between Israfel and the captain and be like, "Excuse me, I hate to interrupt, but we got a head injury over here, and I'm trying to see. Do you have any medical personnel that can maybe assess, make sure she's all right, get this taken care of?"
A medical facility on a boat called
Medbay.
Med Bay? Yeah.
Med bay.
That's
Bay? Is it
definitely
really
what
it?
it's called on
Yeah.
a spaceship.
Well, they have. I know it's like Marines and Navy have different names for all kinds of stuff. So
Oh no, you're right about that, but it's still medbay for.
I don't know if it's different specifically on a boat. You know what
So
I mean?
there's probably, but good thinking.
Sick
There's
bay.
there's probably a lot of really cool names for medical facilities that are military adjacent. Later on, Google them. Whenever you're like sitting down somewhere and you have nothing else to do on the throne or something, and then find your favorite ones that are fun to say that people don't recognize.
Yeah.
And then you might
Well,
just be
Google
able
says sick bay, so there you
Mhm.
go.
And then we'll look at the synonyms, and then you might be able to. Somebody might describe a red cat fur, and you could say Virginia to your friends.
Things be
Come on, life
MTF.
tips.
The MTF.
Treatment facility.
We call that a maintenance test flight in the aviation world, but
Oh.
I mean, that's
fine.
Another one, yeah. I can't disagree with that.
He like looks over, he's like, "Hey, you!" And soldier kind of like clocks up. Take them to the MTF.
thank you. Let's go, Faye.
Kind
Follow.
of nods.
I appreciate your hospitality to my friends.
Fortunately, you carry this is out. Fortunately, you have that. I'm just using your background. Works well. Works well. This is a perfect scenario, actually.
Yep.
Now you get to. What does one soldier say to another soldier? In the military of Etna. Like, what's the
Oh, I thought we were like having a joke here.
what's the roll tide? What's the like, birds of a feather stick together.
Wasn't technically this the Navy and a different branch of the military? So
How? That's what I was
we're
gonna
gonna
say.
get specific.
That's
How
what
is
I'm saying.
Israfel known?
How specific do you want to get? Like,
Atma was like,
They'd still
"God
be
damn
part
it."
of the. No, they'd still be part of the different sects for the Fire Nation are like the Seer Dies.
Different sex. I thought
Embers,
that was under the don't ask, don't tell policy.
So
CT.
the Navy is still
Military
ran by the Embers, the Eternal Embers, Seer Dies, and the Blazon. The Blazon would still run like the forces, so this would still be ran by them. So this would be just a duty Israfil could have been on if he wasn't on the front lines. But yeah.
God, I don't want to be on a boat again.
Let's do it. Be a fun campaign.
Nope.
I've spent way too much time on a ship.
Hey, scrub the deck.
Listen, nobody likes water levels anyway. So, like, that's why I was like, can we get off this capsized boat and get to land?
Right?
That'd be great.
Notice I didn't try to like swim around and fight that thing regular either. I was like, impress the DM with some cool antics.
Nice.
Yeah. Like cheese the boss fight, bro.
So do they just look at my head and wrap it or clean it?
And they do like a little assessment.
Staples without anesthesia.
But it's
Yeah.
magically healed, so they tell you it looks good to go. If you have any symptoms of memory loss or headaches later, you might want to see a doctor or a clergy or clergy.
Potato, I think. But
Mm-hmm.
aren't you a doctor? Like, why are you? That's why we're here. What do you mean?
I'm a field doctor.
So you are a doctor,
You're a magic doctor.
but still a
Right.
doctor.
I'm
You
just
still
saying,
like-
come back if there's symptoms. As
Oh,
long as she has
okay.
symptoms right now.
I'm a teeth doctor. Different.
There's a guy over the back. I'm a teeth doctor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thanks. We'll keep that in mind. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Somebody in the next office over. I'm an eye
There's
doctor.
there's a seared eye. There's a guy with like bandaged eyes. He's like, I'm an eye doctor.
Oh shit.
Great. That was lovely.
So is this the same boat that Kirimaki went to?
Yes.
Okay.
So when
Is
I go
he
put
there?
the bodies
Faye is
up,
like
there's like
on
a
the
third
cot,
body.
and the next one over
Yeah.
is the guy that was
Is
up
it-
in the crow's nest.
Yeah.
Is there like anybody that squeeze? Is there like somebody squeegeeing blood off of the deck right now?
Oh my god,
It's
dude.
been 30 minutes. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, this guy runs a tight
there
ship,
is
like,
a-
taken care
You guys
of.
are look around, and so like out of character, like for us, it's funny.
No,
you guys do
yeah,
notice
for
there's a
them.
man like bandaged. He's like kind of like in a splint to keep his body straight, and he's like on a cot next to the table that you've been examined on.
What happened to him?
He got spooked by something.
Legend.
Oh, that was Woo. 100% was in Woo.
Yeah.
No, it was perfect. It was great.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah. If you need a bigger stick, just tell me how deep that shit gets. Keep stirring.
Do you know
Said
what he
someone
got?
tried to attack him up in the crow's nest. But how would someone get up there anyways? I think he just dozed off and slipped over the edge and fell.
Hmm.
No,
Is
I
that-
swear, he karate kicked me and put a firework on my fingers.
Who's gonna like be like cool and walk over to the bandage dude and be like, "Did you happen to see where this thing flew off to, by any chance?"
His eyes are shut.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a long fall. I don't think he got you.
Oh, he's in a coma. Oh,
Bop.
shit.
Bop. Cool. Well, I'm gonna put my hand on him. I'm gonna try. I've never used this one yet, so let's see what happens.
And I gave him a head.
Oh,
Yeah. There we
okay.
go.
Okay.
You can have one of my spell slots if, like I said, if you need a longer stick, just tell me. I'm over here, bro. Stir it up.
There you go. Does that do anything? Just gotta like put my hand on him, try to
Where did you put
stabilize
your
him
hand?
on his. Because you said he was all up in bandages, right? Like wrapped up.
He's
so I
like he's
assume-
like in a thing, keeping his like neck straight. He's like in like a body splint for now, because like he said, he did say he's a field doctor.
Yeah, but you also said he was like upright, so I'm kind of confused how he's in a body.
Oh no,
splint.
he's laying down. He's laying down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said
So,
he's
yeah.
laying on a cot next to.
All right.
That
So I'm
was
gonna put
good.
my hand over his forehead lightly and cast healing light.
His eyes are just like.
Hey, how you feeling?
We have an intruder. We
Yeah,
have an
no,
intruder.
Shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. They sounded the alarm. We're just trying to figure out. Did you happen to see where this person ran off to or flew off to?
He was there, and then he wasn't. He tried to blow my fingers up. He kicked me. We're under attack.
He laughed in my face while I was clinging to the edge for life. He looked me right in the eye and laughed at me. I was trying to survive. Save all
Alright,
my
I need-
friends.
Need you to just take a couple deep breaths. Can you describe to me what the assailant looked like? Remember, deep breaths before you don't hold your breath.
Oh, did you see that roll?
Oh, I did.
It was a lot of white, and he attacked me with a snap pop. Who does that?
Oh, I might have an idea, maybe, but good news is they're not here anymore. You're not under attack. You're safe. You're in the MTF. So you got this field doctor who's going to take great care of you, apparently. And you just get some rest, okay?
They're coming. He's kind of wigging out.
I'm gonna like slowly start walking away and be like, "Hey, doc, you might want to give him a sedative or something. He's not too great."
On it.
Pulls out like ketamine or something and just
Yeah, gives him a little lollipop.
yeah, even better. I'm gonna grab Faye, be like, "All right, I think I found an idea of where Kirimeki went. Let's go grab the others and figure out where this boat's going."
Okay.
Since your head looks okay.
Yep. As I walk out behind him, I'm gonna rub my hand down my hair and do President. Ugh, I can never say that. And just clean my hair. Get the blood out.
Nice.
You can get it prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. I said it a while ago. Now I can't.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, you said it great while ago.
There's too many syllables in there.
Prestidigitation.
Like gonna be the word for the stream. Every time someone says it, we just screamed.
Yeah. Boop. The P
Like
word.
Dewey. Yeah.
Pressy Digi.
And I
Let's see,
think
there we go. I'm gonna
I
say that for
wanna-
now.
as you guys come back up to deck, you guys are pulling into port to Rivertown. Or,
I was worried it was going to go the opposite direction. We just got on a boat that was leaving the town.
It's going straight to Arudarine, like
Yeah.
into the heart of the mountain.
yeah.
Fuck.
Welcome to the Vanguard, boys.
Yeah. You're awake.
That's what I was
Grab
waiting.
your swords, maggots. Get your swords. The edge of tomorrow.
Yes, pull up, and they begin docking procedures. And where's Kirimeki at?
Yeah.
Well, I
Flying
imagined
around.
after the sort of kerfuffle, and I'm like flying away, like up into the air to try to get out of sight, and then I see like this flare shoot off into the air. I'm like, damn. Why didn't I think of that? As I like have a handful of fireworks. Definitely would have been a lot easier than trying to convince someone in a crow's nest. Well, can't stick around for this shit. And yeah, it's like as I see the ship turning towards you guys, like I think they'll be all right, and I'll just head to the coast and try to stay out of sight and just wait for the ship so I can try to follow along as best as possible and enter in this like epic scene, I guess, where I land on shore and
Start like gathering a new crew.
it's like, well, they're all dead, but I got enough
Yeah.
money to hire.
Damn.
So I imagine just like waiting on like there's a couple, like inns, but so it's like a bigger building. You see a lot of people coming in and out of. It's clearly a tavern. I imagine you're just like waiting on the roof or chilling, and as the boat docks up and they begin walking out, do you just land right behind them, or are you tailing them?
Oh no, I'm definitely not gonna go anywhere near the ship. I will just try to tail them and like watch and wait for them, I guess, to get off of the ship.
Yeah,
So
they,
I'm not like trying to approach any
So
military
probably hit the
members,
har-
anything like that.
you could probably hit the harbor and just blend into the crowd, from like way offshore.
yeah, so you're kind of waiting by like a burn barrel, a couple other homeless guys, fishermen telling stories about
Wait a
the
minute.
catch for the day. You see the ship. So from Kirameki's view, the ship comes up, docking procedures happen, and people are exfilling off the boat. And you see your party begin to step off onto the docks, and that's where we're gonna end it.
Hell yeah, that's awesome because this is the first time we get to see the Fire Nation, right?
Yep.
What do you mean? Me and Israfel have been with you the whole time. That's
Yeah.
just rude.
You got yeah. Hey,
Yeah, we just
hey,
don't exist in 5.
Speaking
No
of
big deal.
that,
Have you ever been out of the country? No, but I talked to a guy at the store from India, so same thing.
Yeah, actually,
um,
he invited me over.
Yeah.
something like this.
Well,
This is more
Okay.
of the inside of the town.
I don't see anything.
I'm excited to see. I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear the narration of like us seeing the city for the first time and what the Fire Nation's like, and
Oh, cool.
That is cool.
Cool.
It's not wintry enough, though. I need it more wintry. Please, DM. It's very fall. You said it was wintry.
There's just like braziers and battle standards everywhere, right? People are just, it's like a
Yeah.
fighting.
This is just like kind of like a vibe, though.
Yeah.
Is all this is.
Okay.
I love
It's
it.
very hard doing like River Town. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Cool.
Nice. Oh, here, let me show
Fucking
it.
sick, dude.
Sick, dude.
Fucking
Oh.
sick, dude.
We're gonna have another 30 episodes right here in the Fire Nation.
in River Town.
No, it's literally right here at the port. Nowhere else.
Maybe
We don't-
it might be like that. I mean, is it like Final Fantasy? Where
So that's like the goal to have, about a minimum of 34 sessions per faction.
I was thinking more Dragon Ball Z, but not Final Fantasy.
34 episodes of
Goku going Super Saiyan, yeah.
yeah. No, is it like Final Fantasy VII where the whole story takes place in like 3 districts of a huge city, and then like one outpost in the mountains kind of thing, and most of it takes place inside of a an industrial facility and a business office, like a boardroom meeting, like a boardroom and stuff. Or is it, you know what I mean? Like, how big is this place and what's the vibe? I'm
Yes,
excited.
probably like in in episodic terms or whatever show terms,
Mhm.
it's definitely probably like, season 2, part 2. I would something like that, right?
Beginning of a new chapter for sure.
Because One Chi for sure was the first act.
Hmm.
I don't even know what you call the middle part. New people, and just
Introduction of the breaches from Arudarine
yeah.
and the forces at work beyond the social structure, as we're all vested in how the cities and the people work, and then the world reminds us that we only live here, right? It doesn't
Oh
belong.
my god, are we about to level up? Evan, you shouldn't have.
Ah,
Hell no.
I mean, I think that's at least a point of inspiration.
I can dig that. I mean, technically, I should be using the new point of inspiration system, anyways, right?
what's the new POI system?
Well, 2024. It's a little revamped a little bit.
Well, I mean,
Those of
that's
you
what I
that are
mean.
human don't just get one every day, anyways.
Oh shit, yeah.
And
I
you can
didn't.
give
I,
it
didn't-
away.
I haven't even really
Who's-
looked at that very much.
Mhm.
Who's human?
Humid.
That's a good question.
It incentive.
is-
So I think that
Good
the
point.
changing of the mechanic offloads it from the DM to remember to reward the players so much for cool stuff they do, and
I forgot about the inspiration.
And
The new inspiration.
and the new inspiration facilitates players getting to re-roll on stuff they really want to happen in the story, if they don't like their role.
Yeah.
It doesn't stack though, does it?
No, you
No.
only you can only
You
ever have
just-
one.
You get it, use it. Yeah.
And then but humans get the ability to they can give theirs away if it goes to stack, they can give it to people who don't have it and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I am the DM, though.
You are.
You are the
Make it
DM.
stack.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so
I'm not.
you said we're leveling up.
No.
You,
Oh,
as
I tried, Mama was. I tried.
I did too. I was trying to add into it.
Thank you.
Didn't work. It didn't work.
Evan, as a DM, I would highly suggest, just from my past experiences, not giving the players the ability to re-roll a single roll 5 times or 6 times in a row.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm going to talk about it in a second. I'm going to make sure we close the stream, and then I have something I want to talk about it, though.
Oh,
Ooh, we're
that
in
being said,
trouble.
It's not you. Don't worry. It's me.
oh, no, nothing like that. Thanks, everybody, for playing. I'm glad everyone was able to make it today. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Appreciate it.
Thanks for
Checking our
running the
schedule.
game.
You're welcome.
You're the best.
Schedule is in the stream schedule chat and Discord. We got Sins of the Past on Thursday, Boreal Wilds on Saturday, and Faz on Sunday. If you're in the winter storm areas, be safe. Don't leave unless you have to. Stay warm. Call people if you need help. And we'll catch you next time.
Love you guys. Bye.
Laters.